exercise and diet are the biggest things that we can do to stave off a declining brain health, to stave off dementia and Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. The evidence is absolutely clear when it comes to that. When you turn 40, your body starts to atrophy, you start to lose muscle mass about 10% every decade, I believe. So maintaining your muscle density is really important. I do that through a new program called CrossFit, which it's a nice mix between muscle building and a big cardio. So also big cardiovascular training is really important. A lot of what happens when you age is you lose your metabolism, right? Your metabolism lowers, it gets less. And so by maintaining your muscle mass, you really maintain a higher metabolic rate.
There's a disease that's indistinguishable, at least from the behavioral consequences, to Alzheimer's, which is vascular dementia. So if you have vascular disease and poor circulation, that's very unhealthy for your brain. The brain requires a tremendous amount of energy and a good oxidant. Like if you are choked, you pass out immediately. The first thing that goes is your brain is very, very dependent.
And one of the best things you can do to fight inflammation is to work out regularly. And so when you work out, your body naturally produces anti-inflammatories, right? And so by exercising regularly, you're actually having less inflammation. It's kind of counterintuitive, but your body produces endogenously, naturally, all these anti-inflammatory hormones and whatnot. And so that's another reason why you really want to, not just because you want to enhance your vascularization, but also to fight inflammation, which is what we're constantly fighting throughout our lives.
There's been a distinction in the regulatory environment and in people's minds between food and drugs, right? You know, the food and drug but food isn't different than drugs. Everything is in what you eat. Nobody, in the first place, in my course at Princeton, I told the students that look at a tomato.
Jeff teaches a course on the pharmacology of natural products.
Yeah, but nobody really knows what's in a tomato. There are thousands of chemicals in a tomato, and we eat tomatoes because they're beneficial, because they taste good. Taste is a chemical thing. It's all chemistry. So there's no real difference between what, it's a regulatory difference, it's a way as a culture we want to distinguish things, but there's nothing fundamentally different between coffee. Coffee is food. It's the biggest fruit drink in the American diet by far. It's
Americans' #1 source of antioxidants.
Yeah, so it's a false distinction. And so we should think about our whole nutrition and include drugs in that game.
Everything that I eat is focused on maintaining low blood sugar. So I don't eat sugar, or very sparingly, and really a very low non-carb kind of paleo, except I'm very much into dairy, and so I'm not a paleo person, but a low carb, basically meat, fish, vegetables, fruit, dairy, things like that. So all maintaining low blood sugar levels. So not only can you have effects in terms of later in life and establishing a healthy lifestyle earlier is going to allow you to be healthy later, but it's actually going to allow you to be healthier and a better human today.